Hi everyone, in this lecture we are going to talk about align self. In our HTML we have 10 flex items, and let's move into our CSS. So in the CSS, I'm just going to get rid of these two for now. Now align self is going to allow us to individually align a single flex item along the cross axis, along the axis upon which the align items property actually depends on. So the align self, it is going to align it along the align items property axis. So if the align items aligns vertically, align self is going to work in the vertical axis. If align items works in the horizontal axis, then align self is going to work in that axis as well. So to be able to work with align self, first we need to specify what is the direction of the flex container. This is vertical. The direction is row by default. So the main axis is horizontal. Therefore, the cross axis is vertical. Now, in the height or vertical space, we don't have enough space. So therefore, I'm just going to set it to height 100 VH. By default, we have an align items property value, and that is stretch. We have talked about that. That's why all the items look like they are stretching. I'm just going to change that so it makes a little bit more sense. I'm going to set it to center. Oops. So let's say align items, center. And when I save it, all the items are in the center. Now align self works in the direction of the align items property. I'm going to select a random property. We could say select number 6. Okay. There we go. And if I say align self, if I set it to auto, we know that auto is actually the default value. So if we set it or not, nothing is going to change. The next value, it is going to accept the same values as the align items, but for one individual flex item. So align self, let's set it to flex start. It is going to go up. We could also set it to align self flex end. It is going to go to end. And if I were to change the value of align items to, let's say, flex start, then if I said align item, align self to center, it is going to go to center. The reason that I changed it, the items, it was just because so we could see that this element is actually moving. So with this, our lecture comes to an end. So does the entire Flex series, Flex section of this tutorial series. In the next lecture, we are going to start talking about grid. Now, it is ironic that when I was talking about Flexbox, I kept saying grid, and it would be ironic when I talk about grid, I keep saying Flex. It's because I spend way too much time with these technologies. I really like CSS. I'm in love with CSS. It's so powerful, so great. That's the whole idea behind this gigantic tutorial series. Now, when we are done with Flex, when we are done with grid section of this tutorial series, both the HTML and CSS tutorials will end, and then we are going to start talking about 3 websites. I'm going to show you how you can create real-world, fully fledged, awesome, amazing animated websites from scratch. With those, our playlist is going to be completed, and you're going to have a massive resource at your disposal, and of course for free. Anytime you want, you can study the videos, you can grab the source code, and you can basically play around with it. Use the projects if you like them in your portfolio. You can do whatever you want with them. You have my permission and you have my approval. So with this, our lecture comes to an end. See you in the next one.